celebrate the 55th anniversary of the Seiko 5 Sports, Seiko has collaborated with Peanuts, the internationally beloved comic series that first appeared in 1950. Featuring the characters from the comic, the watches are based on the popular SKX Sports Style and Feel Sports Style from the Seiko 5 Sports. Snoopy, the world's most famous beagle, appears on both the SRPK25 and SRPK27. The images on the Peanuts characters on the watches have been carried over from the original cartoon strips and newspapers. You can also find a cartoon strip on the packaging itself. Today we'll be taking a look at the SRPK25 that retails for $425. Shout out to my friends over at GQ Jewelers for lending this one into the channel. Link to their store and social media accounts in the description. Okay, so let's cover the specs on this guy. The entire case is constructed of 316L stainless steel. The case measures in at 38mm, it's 44.2mm from lug to lug, and 12.1mm thick. It's 20mm in between the lugs, and the watch has 100 meters of water resistance, and it only weighs in at 72 grams with the supplied nylon strap. The case is very much an SKX case. I recently reviewed the Seiko 5 GMT that features the same case, and yes, the case also has drill lugs. This case is timeless and very much one of the most recognizable cases in the industry. At the 4 o'clock, we find a push and pull crown that has been signed with Snoopy's paw. Such an awesome touch. But wait, there's more little Easter eggs. Protecting the dial, we find a flat Harlex crystal. Not my favorite, and for this price point, Seiko can afford to give a sapphire. Surrounding the crystal, we do find a 120 click unidirectional rotating bezel, which is fitted with a black aluminum insert that showcases a distinct font from the numerals that have been taken from the famous Peanuts comics. The feel of the bezel is spongy and in line with other Seiko bezels. The wide dial has applied indices. On the right hand side we find that day and date complication. At the 12 o'clock we find the Seiko logo, and at the bottom of the dial, Snoopy makes an appearance while holding his surfboard that reads Seiko 5 Sports. Adding to the playfulness of the dial, Seiko opted to add orange to the tip of the lollipop second hand. The lume is really good on this watch, as Lumibrite has been applied on the hands and the indices. Something interesting to note is that Seiko doesn't cheapen out on their lume. Whether their watches are $400 or over $1,000, they all glow pretty bright. When flipping the watch over, we find a screw down display case back, and Snoopy's actually surfing this time. The case is almost transparent, and around the artwork we find some information about the watch, including the limited edition number. This watch is powered by the Caliber 4R36 automatic movement that beats at 21,600 bph with a power reserve of approximately 41 hours and 24 joules. The Caliber, the 4R36, is the same movement that can be found inside the standard production Seiko 5 sports watches, and it's also the same caliber that is used to power countless other timepieces when sold to third-party brands, and is labeled as a Caliber NH36. The watch is supplied with a nylon strap, often referred to as a NATO strap, and it's pretty well constructed and supple on the wrist. The colors of the strap, light gray and white, play very well with the dial and bezel colors. The watch on my 6 7/8 inch wrist feels very comfortable, a little bit on the small side, but very comfortable. Here's the watch on my wife's wrist. Her wrist is a little bigger than 5 inches, and although my wife is not into watches, she ended up really liking this one, and I'm proud to announce that this is officially her first mechanical watch. The watch doesn't appeal to me, although Snoopy does hold a special place in my heart, and one of my grails, of course, is the Snoopy Speedmaster Professional. Nonetheless, I can appreciate it from afar. Seiko needs to upgrade the glass to sapphire, and for my liking the watch could be a little bit bigger. At the end of the day, this watch falls under the fun category, and I recommend it to anyone looking for a watch that doesn't take itself serious. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be safe out there and stay humble.